Sorry about all that, guys. Apparently cut my stream off, so let's try this again. So, basically what I did was, once the broadcast stopped, I just pretty much just, reloaded my autosave from when I entered the cave, and I restarted the broadcast from there. Why is that I'm overcumbered? I shouldn't be overcumbered. Oh, there we go. I was wondering what was going on there. Right. Well, that was kind of annoying, especially now that happened, but oh well. At least now at least I wasn't all that far into this cave when it happened. So hopefully now it shouldn't cause any more problems. Normally I get that like once or twice, but normally after that then it doesn't bother me anymore after that. So right, so where's the armor? Wait, where did the armor troll go? Oh, there he is. Okay, so now we're back to where we actually were before the crash.
Still remember how to fight.
Good job on that one, Serana. I'm gonna call you Lydia again because I'm used to actually having Lydia as my follower at this stage. Okay, so somewhere in here. There you go. Wait, I wonder.
Those vampires put up a hell of a fight. You think they turned him?
I don't know. Maybe. Won't know until we get him out of here.
How do we do that?
I'm working.
Let's use a crossbow because they haven't noticed me yet. So.
On it. Now give me some silence so I can think.
What was that?
Wait, am I like invisible to them? That's so weird.
That'll teach you.
Wait, there's no way that I was invisible to them. Surely they could have seen me. There's no way. Right, so there's the waist don't focus. Oh, I get it. I have to put the waystone up here and deactivate it from up here. Wait, what? Okay, so now I need to use my power of vampire seduction to work on it. So, let's talk then.
If you think I'll help you, you're mistaken.
talk.
If you think I'll help you, you're mistaken.
Then I'll feed off you.
By the divines, it's as if my eyes have been opened. I must obey you. What would you have of me, Master?
I command you to travel to Castle Volkar.
Certainly. Where can I find this castle?
Off the northern coast of Skyrim, due west of Solitude.
I will set out at once, then.
Right. Hey Scorps, welcome back to the stream. Had a minor issue earlier with, with the, had a minor issue with the stream. It kind of crashed on me. But the main thing is, at least I wasn't all that far into this when it happened. So that's a good thing. Hopefully now it should be a little bit better now for the rest of the stream. Oh, stuck on a rock. Nice. It's kind of problematic when kind of stuff like that happens, you know? Because let's face it, I'm probably not gonna gather those, I'm probably not gonna get as many viewers on this time around as what I did with the first time. But who knows, it's still early yet. There still might be a chance that I'll gather some people in. The only weird thing is, I wonder what actually caused that crash that I had earlier. Hang on. Report my success to Harkin? Why is he a Winterhold? That's so weird. Don't you think Harkin would be in, you think Harkin would actually be back at his castle?
Mercy!
Oi! Leave him be.
What do you think you're doing? Done and done. Where'd you come from?
Well, she was hostile, so as much as she is a fellow kin of the knight, at the same time, it was showing hostility, so she would have attacked me at some point. And because it's also night, at least I'm not being affected by the sun. There will actually be a weapon that will come into play a little later when there will be a little thing that comes into play a little later on when I continue on with the vampire questline, where I shall acquire a unique bow that can help me blot out the sun. So that can kind of help me out in a big way. Right. So according to this, it says Lord Harkham. Oh, it means I have to go through the void door. Oh well. In that case, I guess I just have to head back to the castle. You know, I was right. You know, that he was at his castle all the time. The questing's going alright, like, so I've only just started doing this quest line yesterday, so I'm still very early into it, but, you know, since I became a vampire now, it's gonna get both easier and harder at the same time. You'll understand if you keep watching.
Well done. Somehow I knew it would be you and Serana who found our moth priest.
That's interesting that he used that dialogue and it wasn't even mentioned in the subtitles. I have made the moth priest my thrall.
Yes, I see that. I trust his capture was not too difficult a task.
The Dawnguard tried to stop me, but they posed no. Wait, the Dawnguard were there. They fought well, but not well enough.
They are determined and well armed, but foolish if they think they can defy us. We will deal with them in time. Well, your thrall awaits, and we have given him the Elder Scroll. Command him to read it, and let us hear the words of prophecy together.
Indeed, my lord.
Master, I have done as you asked and traveled here.
I have a new task for you, thrall.
Of course. What is it that you need me to do?
You must read an Elder Scroll.
Ah, yes, the Elder Scroll. I admit, I am looking forward to this.
Then you may begin your reading.
Of course, Master. Now, if everyone will please be quiet, I must concentrate. I see a vision before me, an image of a great bow. I know this weapon. It is Oriel's bow. Now a voice whispers, saying, among the night's children, a dread lord will rise. In an age of strife, when dragons return to the realm of men, darkness will mingle with light, and the night and the day will be as one. The voice fades and the words begin to shimmer and distort. But wait, there is more here. The secret of the bow's power is written elsewhere. I think there is more to the prophecy, recorded in other scrolls. Yes, I see them now. One contains the ancient secrets of the dragons, and the other speaks of the potency of ancient blood. My vision darkens, and I see no more. To know the complete prophecy, we must have the other two scrolls.
Okay.
That was not as useful as I would have liked. Even so, you did well.
Do you know where the other scrolls are? You know, technically I know where one is, because after all I did use a dragon Elder Scroll to defeat Alduin.
My traitor wife stole one of them away and then disappeared. As for the other, the last that I heard, it was lost in the bowels of a Dwemer ruin. It seems our work is not yet done. But I have waited this long, and we are so very close now. I can wait a bit longer.
Do you have a moment to talk?
Yeah, sure. What's on your mind?
That moth priest, Dexian. He said we needed 2 other Elder Scrolls. I think I know where we can start looking.
Why didn't you say something earlier?
Didn't want that lot getting wind of it. Especially my father.
Does Harkin even care about you anymore?
You know, I've asked myself the same thing. I hoped that if he saw me, he might feel something again. But I guess I don't really factor in at this point. I don't even think he sees me as his daughter anymore. I'm just a means to an end.
So, where is this Elder Scroll?
We need to find my mother, Valerica. She'll definitely know where it is. And if we're lucky, she actually has it herself.
You said you didn't know where she went.
The last time I saw her, she said that she'd go somewhere safe. Somewhere that my father would never search. Other than that, she wouldn't tell me anything. But the way she said it, someplace he would never search. It was cryptic, yet she called attention to it.
Sounds like she was being cautious.
Maybe. What I can't figure out is why she said it that way. Besides, I can't imagine a single place my father would avoid looking. And he's had all this time, too. Any ideas?
How about right here in the castle?
Wait, that almost makes sense. I used to help my mother tend a garden in the courtyard here. All of the ingredients for our potions came from there. She used to say that my father couldn't stand the place. Too peaceful.
Isn't that pretty risky staying around the castle?
Oh, absolutely. But my mother's not a coward. That is, I don't think we'll actually trip over her there, but it's worth a look.
How can we get in without your father noticing?
Trust me, I lived here a very long time and I know every nook and cranny.
Okay.
There's an unused inlet on the northern side of the island that was used by the previous owners to bring supplies into the castle. An old escape tunnel from the castle exits there.
The castle's secret entrance.
Come on, it's just around the side.
Okay, so I thought he was going to lead me, but apparently it seems that, apparently it seems that I'm not the one who has to follow her this time. Apparently I have to look for it myself. Right, so, well, of course. Well, they state that, during the day, apparently my blood does boil, so therefore I can't really regain health, nor can I...
You never should have come here.
Wait, what are you doing out here? Get out of here.
Done and done.
Kinda weird that they're transparent, too. As if they didn't need to be, as if they weren't trying to be seen. Right.
Yeah, just around this bend.
Okay.
Doesn't look so big from down here. I mean, it is big, but, well, even bigger.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. Well, you're actually quite a powerful skeleton. Oh yeah, I don't have my shout enabled.
Boost! Done and done.
Right, good. Volunteer Underkeep. So, Oh, at least she brought her skeleton with her. The only problem is, I need to get out of here. Oh. Can I remain hidden, or... Okay, yeah, I can remain hidden. There we go.
Who's there?
Right. Oh, I get... There's a dog there, okay. Stay hidden. Yeah, I know they'll be looking for me, but as long as they stay out of sight, they're not gonna know where I am. Which is good. It's exactly what I need.
The old wife. On some days, this would smell just...
Oh.
Be glad you weren't here then.
Right. Gotcha. I just hope I didn't make any of the other dogs aware that I'm here. As long as I stay in the shadows, it seems that I'll become very undetectable. Oh, here comes Sam. Gotcha. But I say there's more to this keep than anything else. I have to stay vigilant. Okay, so there's a nut. That's either a dog or a skewer. Either way, it's taking it out.
What was that? Ha! Found you!
She's gone now.
Alright. So there's skeletons around as well. That is something I'm gonna have to take heed of. Okay, while I'm at it, there is a perk I can put into my sneak. And it's this one saying it's sprinting while sneaking can actually do a silent forward roll. And as far as actually, I still have one more perk, so I can put that on somewhere. Ooh, pickpocket. The only problem is, right. Well, there's not really much point in doing the leveling up my pickpocket perk because I don't really need that. Oh, my two-handed is 100% now. Perfect. So... all I have to do is level... oh, well, I could also make it legendary, but... at the same time, do I really wanna? Because at the same time... let's see... what else am I higher level in? Oh, my speech. That could work. Intimidation. Ooh. Yes, please. At least now, I can actually use intimidation.
Take a left up here. This is one of those weird double-barred security measures that my father put in when he got more paranoid. If we follow that path around, we can find the other switch.
I see you right there. I'm taking you out.
Who's there? Something?
Alright, there's no point in hiding anymore. I'm just going straight in for it. Oh, no, you don't.
That'll teach you.
Okay, so it's actually quite a danger being down here. But the main thing is, because I'm actually indoors, my stamina and everything else will not be affected. Right. Well, that worked.
Yes. What did you need?
Oh, perfect. There we go. Right. So now we can actually focus on actually getting where we need to go right now.
This leads out to the courtyard. Just head for the door.
Right. Just exactly where we need to go. And hope.
We've made it to the courtyard. Oh no.
Uh-oh.
What happened to this place? Everything's been torn down. The whole place looks, well, dead. It's like we're the first to set foot here in centuries. This used to lead into the castle's great hall. Looks like my father had it sealed up. I used to walk through here after evening meals. It was beautiful once. This was my mother's garden. Do you know how beautiful something can be when it's tended by a master for hundreds of years? She would have hated to see it like this.
I can only imagine. Well. What is that?
Something's wrong with the moon dial here. Some of the crests are missing and the dial is askew. I didn't even know the crests could be removed. Maybe my mother's trying to tell us something.
So let's investigate the moon dial, shall we?
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
It seems to be pointing at something. Well, I assumed it was pointing at something. Okay, so it says to investigate the moon dial.
I'm telling you, there's something strange with the moon dial.
What's so special about the moon dial?
Well, as far as I'm aware, it's the only one in existence. The previous owners of the castle had a sundial in the courtyard, and obviously that didn't appeal to my mother. She persuaded an elven artisan to make some improvements. You can see the plates that show the phases of the moons, Maser and Secunda.
Oh yeah. Does it work?
That's the thing. What's the point of a moon dial? I always wondered why she didn't just have the whole thing ripped out. But she loved it. I don't know. I guess it's like having a piece of art, if you're into that sort of thing.
So what exactly am I doing to it?
Hard to say. Maybe if we found the missing crests, we could figure it out.
Okay, so before I do all that, let's find out more about your family.
There's not a whole lot to tell. You've already seen my father's obsession. My mother's not a whole lot better, but you'll see that soon enough.
Were you close with them?
My father... No, not really. I did spend a lot of time with my mother, but she saw me more like a protege than a daughter. What about you? What were your parents like?
I never knew them. I grew up alone.
I know how that feels. I mean, I know it isn't the same thing, but I was a pretty lonely child myself.
Do you still feel lonely?
Not as much. Let's just keep going.
Okay. So, she said to look for the crest. Ah, perfect. Okay, so it seems to me that it seems that there is a lot of hidden crests around. So it's just a matter of looking for them. Right. There's another one. So it's practically just trying my luck to find all the hidden pieces of the crest. Okay.
If we had the crests, we wouldn't have to keep hanging around this lovely place.
Well, that's kind of what I'm looking for. I am looking for the crest. They should normally, like, be around here somewhere. You know, like, they should be kind of scattered across the garden, at least. Hmm. I don't have to go to the North Tower, do I? It's funny, you think that the missing crest pieces would actually be around here in the garden. Oh, hang on. I haven't checked the actual garden. There we go. The full moon crest. Oh, there we go.
Very clever, Mother. Very clever. I've never been in those tunnels before, but I bet they'd run right under the courtyard and into the tower ruins. Well, at least we're getting closer. Let's go.
Indeed. Left. I don't see nothing underneath there, so let's go into the ruins, shall we? Right. Coin purse, coin purse. Hold the chain, so it's gonna unlock the wall, I know.
I've never even seen this part of the castle before. Be careful. I don't know what might be around.
Good idea. Just keep the weapons drawn. Oh, I get
We're
it.
getting close. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so that just closed up the entranceway again. Right. Open the door. Uh-oh. I'm not liking this. Oh, I'm definitely not liking this.
Boost! 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 Still remember how to fight. Boost! Done and done.
Good. What the?
Who's there? Boost!
That was so weird. Yeah, so there's nowhere that way. Oh, I thought there was another skeleton alive. Okay.
Who's there?
Okay, let's see, can I actually... There you go. Okay, let's see, can I actually open this door without causing any problems. Well, letter strips could help. Jug, flag, and basket. I thought that said brown. I was like, brown? I didn't realize it said broom. Here we go. Now we're getting a look.
Who's
Whoa.
there? Who's?
Who's?
Oh, that's what just happens when you get in one's way.
Who's? Who's there? Who's? 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 Who's?
Right, and now there's two up here so I can blast them away from me.
Who's? Who's? Who's?
Right. Let's get to it.
Who's? Who's? Who's?
Wait, this guy's wearing...
Who's? 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 Who's?
How weird is it that he's technically still alive, but yet he's dead at the same time? Try to figure that one out.
Who's? Who's there? Who's? Who's?
Right. Let's get to it, shall we?
Who's? Who's?
Right, unlock door expert. Okay, so at least I know where it is. Oh, damn it! No, lockpicks. Oh well. I'm sure I'll find another way
Who's?
in.
Who's? Who's?
What?
Who's?
Damn it. Sometimes they wear the most unique armor. It's a shame that my character can't just wear it for themselves. That'd be so cool. Okay, so it's quiet here. But before I go down, I think I should come up here and see what was actually up here. Okay, nothing. That's a whole lot of nothing. Stamina potion, strength, stamina, healing. Okay, so there seems to be a lot of old ancient Nord weaponry down here. How interesting. Oh, so this door was just like a faster way of getting in here.
We're getting close. I'm sure of it.
Okay, so that's not what I wanted to do, because that just locks the thing behind me.
We're
Okay,
getting close. I'm sure of it.
So maybe I have to go down. Although then again, if I was somewhere, you know, in some places I would leave the door open, so at least then I know that I've been there. Otherwise, if I leave it closed, then it's just gonna be like a point, really. Right, I need... Hey, that's right, I have linen wraps, which I don't need. There we go. Right, so... this must be the place. Oh, I think Gorgos. Yeah. I was gonna say, I think. I was kind of aware that Gorgos were going to do this.
Where'd you go?
Come on, you on the light too?
Where'd you come from?
Okay.
Done and done.
And it does say I can do magic, so conjuration, soul trap, vampiric drain. Should have thought of that before I actually did anything else. Oh well. Actually, I wonder, could that work?
Close.
Oh, I missed. Oh well.
We've reached the top yet. I bet there's some kind of secret passage around here.
Yeah, from what I gather, I think it's actually here somewhere. Yeah, there it is.
I'm smarter than I gave her credit for.
It seems safe for now. Open the door.
I can't even begin to imagine how much time she spent in this room. Look at this place. This has to be it. I knew she was deep into necromancy. I mean, she taught me everything I know. But I had no idea she had a setup like this. Look at all this. She must have spent years collecting these components. And what's this thing? I'm not sure about this circle, but it's obviously something.
I know exactly
Let's
what
take
it
a
is.
look around. There has to be something here that tells us where she's gone.
What exactly are we looking for?
My mother was meticulous about her research. If we can find her notes, there might be some hints in there.
Did your mother keep Gorgos here?
Not that I ever saw. My mother had a bit of a thing for magical constructs. Not what you're thinking. She just found them fascinating.
Your mother maintained quite a laboratory.
I had no idea her laboratory even existed. She had an alchemy set up in her drawing room, but nothing that even comes close to what's here.
What did she research?
Looking at the equipment and materials, it looks like she was trying to advance her necromancy.
To what end?
I don't know. Certainly not longevity. Kind of a waste of time for a vampire. I remember she used to keep a small journal. See if you can dig it up.
Gotta. There's gold there. A soul gem fragment. Soul gem shards. Interesting. Well, I'll take all these with me. You never know, things might come in handy. If anything, a journal should be up here somewhere. Small pearl. See, it says portal vessel. No, unless you haven't played Skyrim before, then you don't know what this is. But to those who have, you know exactly what that's used for. Now, for those who've never actually played it, I won't say anything. But you'll see soon enough what it is. Lavender, frost souls. Well, I know the fire souls come in handy because there is a, from what I can recall, the blacksmith in Riften looks for fire souls so that you can actually make his forge burn like a lot more vibrant.
Keep searching for her notes.
Oh, there it is. Well,
journal or something.
I don't have that time to read it, so let's speak
Any
to
luck
her.
yet?
I found your mother's notes.
You did? Let me see them.
What's this soul cairn that she
I
mentioned?
only know what she told me. She had a theory about soul gems. That the souls inside of them don't just vanish when they're used. They end up in the soul cairn.
Why did she care where his souls went?
The soul cairn is home to very powerful beings. Necromancers send them souls and receive powers of their own in return. My mother spent a lot of time trying to contact them directly, to travel to the soul cairn itself.
If she made it there, we'll find her.
That circle in the center of the room is definitely some type of portal. If I'm reading this right, there's a formula here that should give us safe passage into the soul cairn.
What do it need?
A handful of soul gem shards, some finely ground bone meal, a good bit of purified void salts. Oh, damn it.
What's wrong?
We're also going to need a sample of her blood, which, if we could get that, we wouldn't even be trying to do this in the first place.
You share her blood.
Not bad. We'd better hope that's good enough. Mistakes with these kind of portals can be gruesome. Anyway, enough of that. Let's get started.
Are all the ingredients here?
Oh, definitely. Mother would have plenty of those materials in her laboratory. You just need to find them.
Okay, so I gathered some...
Having trouble finding those ingredients?
Well, I found the shards. or dust. That will come in handy. Nice. Chicken egg. They do not make this easy. Void cells. Oh, pure void cells. Cross cells, soul pile. Oh, so apparently I must have found everything.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Okay, so. Surely there's gotta be something else around here. Like, obviously I'm missing something, but... Finely ground bone meal. There we go. Hopefully now I do have the right amount.
Get the ingredients in that vessel and let me know when you're ready.
Alright, so speak to Serrano.
Then the rest is up to me.
Yeah.
Are you ready to go? I'm not entirely sure what this thing is going to do when I add my blood.
Can I ask you something first?
Of course. What is it?
What will you do if we find your mother?
I've been asking myself the same thing since we came back to the castle. She was so sure of what we did to my father. I couldn't help but go along with her. I never thought of the cost.
Sounds like she did it. Everything for your sake. I don't know what she was thinking. Or it sounds like she was pretty selfish. So let's go with the first one.
Possibly. I guess even a vampire mother is still a mother. She worried about me. About all of us. But she wanted to get me as far away from my father as possible before he really went over the edge.
You won't know until we find her.
Yes, you're right. I'm sorry. I just didn't expect anyone to care how I felt about her. Thank you. Are we ready then?
Let's get that portal open.
All right. Here goes.
Okay, here we go.
Ancestors. Created a portal in Soulcare. Incredible.
Well, there we have it. The portal to the soul cairn. Let's head in.
Let's keep moving. I feel like we're being watched.
By whom? Okay, so now I need to locate Valerica. So, welcome to the Soul Cairn, where all the souls that have been used for soul gems come to rest for the rest of
Smell
eternity.
here. Let's try to handle this quickly.
Will do.
So this is what it's like on the other side.
Don't like those eyes you've got. There's a bad hunger to them.
All I said to Patema was I thought she looked a little portly in that gown. How was I supposed to know? Leave me be.
Weird enough, you'll actually find a lot of hidden references around here. There actually is a character somewhere in here who actually has appeared in multiple Elder Scrolls games. But until that moment, I can't find them.
I must return to the frontline Alessian headquarters at once. Lives are hanging in the balance. Is there no end to this nightmare?
You'd think a vampire would be right at home in this place.
End this misery.
Let's just find my mother and get out of here, quickly.
Get out while you can.
See, what's interesting is there are a few places that have, like, chests in here, so...
The air, the ground, this is all wrong.
I can't remember how long I've been here. Has it been a day? Or a century? There's no escape.
Where'd you come from?
Wait, what? Where? Oh, Bowman.
I'll teach you.
Yeah, pretty much these are like the advanced. The Bowmen are advanced versions of the skeletons
Want my advice?
on the ground.
Never welch on a bargain with the ideal masters. They don't take it very well. You must help me find my Arvak. He doesn't deserve to be in a place like this.
Calm down. Who's the Arvak?
Arvak, my horse. We came to this horrible place together. We were attacked by monsters, so I told him to run. Please, he's such a loyal creature, and he's been running for so long. You have to save him. A place like this will change you.
How can I help him?
Arvak! Arvak! Where are you? Arvak, please come back! Come back! Good day.
Okay, so apparently I had to look for Arvak's skull in the soul cairn, but I don't have time for that. I need to get to Valerica. As far as I know, Valerica is over in this direction.
This accursed place is nothing but a prison without walls.
Oh, there he is. Arvak, come here. Whoa, relax. Wait, is there like a way to tell me where it's
Well,
going?
look what we have here. Someone with flesh on their bones.
What's the matter with you?
Let's just say I sold something to a guy who turned out to work for a whole coven of necromancers. How in the name of Zenithar was I to know the ingredients were phony? Do I look like someone that would double-cross a necromancer?
Kinda. So how did you got
You
here?
got it. Horse, wagon, and all. Plopped here without so much as a word. I used to be one of the best traders in High Rock, you know. How people would track me down just to see what I had for sale.
Got anything left?
Very funny. And what exactly are you going to pay me with? Take a look around. Gold doesn't exactly win you any friends around here.
Must be something you want.
I'll tell you what. I appreciate what you're trying to do, so I'll play along. The only thing I see around here in abundance are soul husks. You know, those ugly fungus-looking things growing out of the ground. Bring me, say, 25 of them, and you can rummage through what was left on my cart.
Fair enough. What do you have?
Odds and ends I've gathered over the years. Well, used to gather, before all of this nonsense happened to me. Tell me what you're looking for, and maybe we can make a deal, if you have the husks.
Alright.
You still got it, Morven. A salesman even beyond the end.
See, there are ways you can actually access these, but I just can't remember how. And obviously, being here in the Soul Cairn, there are, like, severe storms, as you can see. Like Serana said, we need to get out of here. Quickly. If anything, Valerica must be up there in that castle-like structure.
Who's
What the-
there? I knew I heard something.
Oh, alright. Is there a way that maybe I can switch back to my normal self? Because I am not going to get stuck in vampire or form. Okay, but hang on. Alright, here we go. Hey, there she is.
Mother? Mother!
Can't be. Serana?
Is it really you? I can't believe it. How do we get inside? We have to talk.
Serana, what are you doing here? Where's your father?
He doesn't know we're here. I don't have time to explain.
I must have failed. Harkon's found a way to decipher the prophecy, hasn't he?
No, you've got it all wrong. We're here to complete the prophecy our way, not his.
Wait a moment. You've brought a stranger here? Have you lost your mind?
No, you don't...
You, come forward. I would speak with you.
Okay.
So how has it come to pass that a vampire of mixed blood is in the company of my daughter?
I've been keeping her safe.
Safe? You call bringing her here safe? Has she explained nothing to you? Serana has sacrificed everything to prevent Harkon from completing the prophecy. I would have expected her to explain that to you.
That's why I'm here for the Elder Scroll.
You think I'd have the audacity to place my own daughter in that tomb for the protection of her Elder Scroll alone? The scrolls are merely a means to an end. The key to the tyranny of the sun is Serana herself.
What do you mean?
When I fled Castle Volkihar, I fled with 2 Elder Scrolls. The scroll I presume you found with Serana speaks of Auriel and his arcane weapon, Auriel's bow.
Yeah?
The second scroll declares that the blood of Cold Harbor's daughter will blind the eye of the dragon.
How does Serana fit in?
Like myself, Serana was a human once. We were devout followers of Lord Molig Bal. Tradition dictates the females be offered to Molig Bal on his summoning day. Few survive the ordeal. Those that do emerge as a pure-blooded vampire. We call such confluences the Daughters of Cold Harbor.
Tyranny of the Sun requires Serana's blood?
Now you're beginning to see why I wanted to protect Serana, and why I've kept the other Elder Scroll as far from her as possible.
Are you saying Harkon means to kill her?
If Harkon obtained Auriel's bow, and Serana's blood was used to taint the weapon, the tyranny of the sun would be complete. In his eyes, she'd be dying for the good of all vampires.
Well, that's not good. I would never allow that to happen.
And how exactly do you plan on completing the prophecy without the death of my daughter?
I'll need your help.
Have you been listening to me? Like Serana, I'm a pure-blooded vampire. My presence on Tamriel is as much of a danger as hers.
And Serana's opinion in this?
You care nothing for Serana, or our plight. You see the tyranny of the sun as your chance at deification. And like Harkon, you won't hesitate to destroy anything that stands in your path.
Serana believes me. Why won't you?
Serana? This stranger may call herself vampire, but she knows nothing of our struggle. Why should I entrust you to her?
This stranger has done more for me in the brief time I've known her than you've done in centuries.
What about to protect you from that fanatic you call a father?
Yes, he's a fanatic. He's changed. But he's still my father. Why can't you understand how that makes me feel?
Serana, if you'd only open your eyes. The moment your father discovers your role in the prophecy, that he needs your blood, you'll be in terrible danger.
So to protect me, you decided to shut me away from everything I cared about. You never asked me if hiding me in that tomb was the best course of action. You just expected me to follow you blindly.
Okay.
Both of you were obsessed with your own paths. Your motivations might have been different, but in the end, I'm still just a pawn to you two. I want us to be a family again. But I don't know if we can ever have that. Maybe we don't deserve that kind of happiness. Maybe it isn't for us. But we have to stop him, before he goes too far. And to do that, we need the Elder Scroll.
I'm sorry, Serana. I didn't know. I didn't see. I've allowed my hatred of your father to estrange us for too long. Forgive me. If you want the Elder Scroll, it's yours. Your intentions are still somewhat unclear to me. But for Serana's sake, I'll assist you in any way that I can.
Do you have the Elder Scroll with you?
Yes. I've kept it safely secured here ever since I was imprisoned. Fortunately, you're in a position to breach the barrier that surrounds these ruins.
Okay. What do we need to do?
You need to locate the tallest of the rocky spires that surround these ruins. At their bases, the barrier's energy is being drawn from unfortunate souls that have been exiled here. Destroy the keepers that are tending them, and it should bring the barrier down.
We'll return soon.
One more word of warning. There's a dragon that calls itself Durnevere roaming the cairn. Be wary of him. The Ideal Masters have charged him with overseeing the keepers, and will undoubtedly intervene if you're perceived as a threat.
Oh, don't worry. If I leave the Soul Cairn, can I safely return?
As you've been traveling in the Soul Cairn, your body has become attuned to it. Let's just say a tiny part of you rubbed off on it, and in its place, a bit of the Soul Cairn filled the void. You should find no difficulty using the portal any longer.
That's good. How did you become imprisoned here?
When I entered the Soul Cairn, I had intended to strike a bargain with the Ideal Masters, the custodians of this place.
What was the bargain?
I requested refuge in the Soul Cairn, and in exchange, I would provide the Ideal Masters the souls that they craved. If I had foreseen the value they placed on my own soul, I would never have come here.
They tricked you.
The Ideal Masters unleashed their keepers and sent them to destroy me. Fortunately, I was able to hold them at bay and retreat into these ruins.
So you became trapped?
Unfortunately, yes. Since the keepers weren't able to claim my soul, they had their minions construct a barrier that I'd never be able to breach.
You've been in prison here for all this time?
Time has very little meaning to me. Consequently, it has little meaning to the Ideal Masters as well. I suppose you could call this the ultimate waiting game, each watching the other to see which will give in.
Who are the Ideal Masters?
I know very little about them. They're mystic entities that lord over the Soul Cairn, controlling every aspect from its fabric to its appearance.
What do they resemble?
Well, some necromancers believe they are the crystalline structures dotting the Soul Cairn. I believe there's more to it than that.
Oh? How so?
I think they transcend what we perceive as a physical form. Perhaps they were once corporeal beings, but they've obviously reached a point where they no longer require a tangible presence.
And the crystals?
Conduits, through which the Ideal Masters speak to their underlings and feed on their victims.
I see. Why would they require assistance?
The Ideal Master's weakness is their insatiable hunger for pure souls. It's the reason for the Soul Cairn's existence, and the only leverage a necromancer has when bargaining with them.
What do the Masters provide in return?
The ability to summon powerful undead guardians, as one would conjure an Atronak or Daedra. However, the majority of necromancers that are foolish enough to enter into a bargain with the Ideal Masters wind up here, as harvested souls.
Why haven't you pursued the prophecy?
Harkon's vision is a world plunged in eternal darkness, where the vampire can flourish, and never again fear the tyranny of the sun. What he fails to realize is how much attention would be called to our kind if the prophecy came to fruition.
What sort of attention?
If eternal night fell, there are many who wouldn't stand for it. They would raise armies in attempts to return things to normal. The order of the day would be our destruction, until every last vampire was hunted down and eliminated.
So you prefer living in the shadows?
I do. It's how the vampire has survived for millennia, and the only way we can continue to survive in the future.
Okay, seems fair
Be
enough.
careful, and keep my daughters safe.
Will do.
Let's kill those keeper things and get back to the prison.
Right. Well, there's 3 of them around, so I have to be aware. Because these guys are not easy to take down. You know, these will pose a huge threat to me. And I'll see in between all that, then I have, you know, I have these guys to deal with.
Boost!
The only weird thing is, I think my vampire blood doesn't react the same as it does elsewhere. You know, like, my stamina and everything else tends to, continue to... Oh yeah, I burned these, so, you know, these, crystals are what... well... Okay, so I'm too overcumbered right now. Yeah, by sex. Surely I've got something. Wait, don't I have a... Yeah, okay. Like, that would be enough just to get me out of there in time so I can meet up with Serana again and hand her a few items to trade. I'm over here, Serana. Okay, now I'll come to you.
The sooner we get out of this place, the better.
Do you know anything about this place?
Just what my mother told me. I've also studied a little bit on my own, but there's not much. When something is trapped in a soul gem, and then the energy is used for powering an enchantment, the remnants are sent here.
Any soul gems?
Well, I think it's specifically the black ones. I don't know if the soul cairn takes just any leftovers.
Does anything live here?
Look at this place. Do you think anything would want to live here? The only
I
things
guess
that can
not.
survive here are the Ideal Masters, the undead, and the souls themselves. Well, if you want to call that living.
Well, you got a point there. I guess if you are a soul, you're not really living. Do you think we'll meet the Ideal Masters?
I don't think anyone's ever met the Ideal Masters. I'm not even sure anyone knows what they look like. They could be underground, flying above us. They might be the ground, I have no idea.
Why are they collecting these souls?
Lots of theories. Some say they feed on them like I feed on blood. Others think they use them as payment to an even higher power. Almost like a currency. A very strange currency.
Yeah,
Whatever
okay
they're doing with them, they've been harvesting for millennia. No telling how many souls are trapped here.
Why would a necromancer want to deal with them?
Look around you. There are some extremely powerful undead here. Even a necromancer as seasoned as my mother would be willing to spend years trying to gain access to them.
Some of them, you mean?
Exactly. It's a lost art. Most necromancers just raise up whatever bodies are nearby. A simple trick, really. Child's play. But bringing something from the soul cairn gives you something much more powerful.
How do the necromancers communicate with them?
Now, that's usually the trick. It's possible to do it through a simple portal. But to finalize the deal, you have to travel here yourself. And most of them never come back.
Oh dear. How are you feeling now after talking to your mother?
Relieved, I think. All those things have been building for a while. You have no idea how long I wanted to say that to her.
Why did you ever agree to our plan?
Look, I loved my father, but when he found that prophecy, that became his life. Everything else, even me and my mother, we just became clutter. I was close with my mother, but she just kept feeding me her opinions of him, and eventually I started believing them.
She doesn't seem too fond of him.
The moment we gave ourselves to Molig Ball, things got really icy between them. They were both drunk with power, and pulling in different directions.
And you were caught in the middle.
I was. Honestly, it took me up until now to figure out that my mother was really just as bad as he was. He was obsessed with power. She was obsessed with seeing him fail. It was just so toxic. Maybe I could have seen this coming. We could all be better off now.
True. But to be fair, you shouldn't blame yourself.
I know that in my head, but I just can't help feeling bad about the way things are. Sorry, I know you're trying to help. Thanks. Anyway, we should keep moving. Those keeper things and get back to the prison.
True, but
Alright,
first,
let's see what you have.
But first, I need you to carry a few things. I think what I'll do is I'll give you the, there we go. So now I can carry up to 100 extra on my carry weight. Now mind them, because I will be back for them. Come on. Wait, I forgot that you can't travel over that way. Right, let's find these keepers. Okay, so here we are, we're close to the first keeper. Okay, so the keepers should be around here. Okay, here's one keeper. And they do pack a punch. Perfect, the black soldier. But I must admit, that that really does pack quite a punch. I'm just lucky that I'm able to heal from all that. But no matter. Come on, we need to find at least 2 more. Whoa. Okay, there's a second one, and the third one should be over there. It's kind of interesting, because from here then you can't really find your way out of the soul cairn. It's like you become lost in here. Well,
Where'd you
okay, I was gonna say he's a bit too far for me now, so let's see, is there actually a way in there? Right, there are ways like in here. Oh, sorry, Serana. Oi, come back here. Oh, at least I opened this. I just wanted to be all open like that, that I just have to shout at them and they'll open. I don't know. Oh, right, so, let's... Wait, where did Serana go? Because I'm right next to one of the pedestals where one of the keepers are. Yeah, oh, here she comes. Good, there she is. Kinda gets a bit tedious when you try to do this on your own, so it's always good to have at least a companion with you to do this with.
I'm not gonna die like this.
There we go.
Where'd you come from?
Maybe they should have, like, ghostly remains.
Let's kill
but...
those keeper things and get back to the prison.
True. The only problem is now is that's going to agitate Dunavia. And I'm sure like that's what everyone is to you know, it's anger a dragon. But then again, I am Dragonborn, so I'm pretty much used to it.
Without any regard for my safety, I fearlessly charge the enemy.
Hey look, it's Jib.
What do you want?
What exactly are you doing?
How does anyone expect me to write my opus with all of these rude interruptions?
Opus? What do you mean?
What do I mean, indeed? If I hadn't lost all of the pages, I wouldn't be in this predicament, and we wouldn't be having this conversation.
Let's just start at the beginning.
Very well. I suppose a moment or two of my time couldn't hurt. I am Jib. Some call me Saint Jib. Others call me Jib the Eradicator. Perhaps you've heard of me.
Nope, never heard of you.
I can't say that I'm surprised by your answer. Until I get my second volume published, no one will ever know of my achievements.
You're talking about a book.
A book? I'd hardly call a 26-volume epic simply a book.
Oh boy.
Surely you've heard of the rise and fall of Saint Jib the Eradicator, hero of Morrowind and savior of the Dunmer.
Maybe a shorter title is in order.
Maybe you should leave the writing to an expert. Stop making foolish suggestions.
Okay. How's your work going so far?
Terrible. Simply terrible. I was in the midst of writing the second volume, and they just threw me into this prison. It's unfair.
Who threw you in here?
That damned Remora and his minions. They didn't even give me a chance to explain who I was.
A Remora captured you?
Well, I assume so. It cast a spell at me from some kind of strange black crystal. Next thing I knew, I arrived here.
Your soul was trapped.
My what? Wait. That means...
You're dead.
No. All these wasted months, or has it been years? I don't even remember how much time has passed. No, my work will never see the light of day. My name will be forgotten.
Could I help?
Perhaps. Do you have a way out of here?
I do. But you can't leave that way.
Maybe I can't leave, but my writings can. In order to write the second volume of my opus, I need the notes from my first volume. Otherwise, I need to do all of this from memory.
And how many pages did you lose?
When I was tossed in here, I felt myself falling, and I dropped the pages I had been holding. There were 10 of them in all. Find them for me, please. I beg you.
How did you earn your nickname?
Ah, yes. Say Jib. Jib the Eradicator. Jib the Magnificent. I've earned a lot of those titles thanks to my campaign against the Winged Menace.
Winged Menace?
Yes. I'm speaking of the Cliff Racer, of course. Wretched things. They used to crisscross the skies over Morrowind like vermin. Nasty flying creatures with a habit of sneaking up on the unwary.
What was your campaign against them?
After I was freed from prison, I decided to turn my life around. Give something back to the people of Morrowind.
It became quickly apparent that the best way I could help would be by wiping out the cliff racers.
I see. Were you successful?
Indeed I was. I hunted down and killed every last one of them. Took years. The people of Morrowind were so grateful to have the roads safer again, they took to calling me Saint Chip, and then the other names followed.
You said you were in prison.
That was a dark time in my life. Maybe that's why I worked so hard to redeem myself once I was freed.
What did you do?
I murdered others for money. And before you think I belong to some romantic or secretive guild, think again. I was simply an addict who needed money for skooma. The stuff wasn't cheap, and murder always seemed to be in demand.
I can imagine. So, how did he get caught?
I finally bit off more than I could chew. I was paid to assassinate some high-ranking official from House Redorin. What I didn't know is someone had hired the Morag Tong to kill him as well.
Uh-oh. Rival assassin?
Exactly. He got to my target first, and called the guard to cover his tracks. By the time I got there, the place was on alert.
Uh-oh.
Walked right into a trap, and didn't even realize it until I was captured.
So what ended up happening to you?
They tried me for murder, threw me on a prison ship, and sent me to the jail at Vivek City. Gave me a lot of time to think, that's for sure.
So, last question for you. Why would a Dremor attack you?
That's a ridiculous question. Everyone traveling through here has said that the Oblivion Gates have been opening all over Tamriel.
That was a bit before my time.
Has it been that long? Oh my. Well, it started with the followers of Mehrunes Dagon having Emperor Uriel Septim VII assassinated. Without a Septim on the throne of the Empire, Dagon was able to leave Oblivion through the gates and attack.
Why was Dagon able to do this?
All I heard is that without a Septim sitting on the throne of the Empire, the dragon fires in a place called the Temple of the One were no longer lit. This meant that we were vulnerable to the forces of Oblivion.
What ended up happening?
Well, I don't know. Everything seemed fine until that Dremora attacked me. I only heard later about the gates from the other souls. I can only assume the gates have been closed by now.
Where were you captured?
I had just moved from my ancestral home in Morrowind to the continent of Cyrodiil. I settled in the city of Kvatch to write my memoirs and to find some peace and quiet.
Is that where you were attacked?
Indeed. One moment I was writing diligently, and the next, my door bursts open. It was a cadre of Dremora. The city was under attack. I took it upon myself to join the cause and fight the Dremora, thinking this would simply be another feather in my cap.
Didn't work out the way I assumed.
The reason I'm standing in front of you as only a whisper of my former self should tell you that. I never knew what became of Kvatch. I wonder if they were triumphant without me.
Well, Jib, gotta see ya.
Now, where was I?
But, as he was stating, he actually depicted of what actually happened during the events of the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, in which the player, which is you, ends up going to Kvatch, find out the place is indeed attacked by Dremora. And your job was to help fight off the Daedra and push him back into the Oblivion Gate. Now, that all worked well and good, and the player did in fact kind of, you know, the player did in fact, excuse me for this, I'll continue my story once I have these taken out. They'll just distract me otherwise. Right. Now hang on, there's still one more.
Bruce?
Right, good go. Anyway, as I was stating, the player with you ends up going to Quebec to find out that the Dremora actually are in fact attacking the city. What you don't realize is, even though the city was destroyed, we do find a little house, and inside that house is actually a dead body of a dark elf. Well, not a dark elf, sorry, a wood elf from Morrowind, who in fact had the name called Jib. So it stated that Jib had in fact died during the crash, and everything he stated pretty much happened during the Oblivion Crisis. What he wasn't aware of, what happened, was obviously what happened after the crash. Like he mentioned, he told by the souls of the Soul Cairn that the gates were closed, and obviously Kvatch was indeed triumphant, as the player from Oblivion eventually became known as the hero of Kvatch, who later went on to become the champion of Cyrodiil. So you can kind of see how this game kind of plays out in Easter eggs. But that's a story for another time. For now, we need to concentrate a little bit more on taking out the keepers. Come on, Serana. Time to jump in. Okay, so the keepers would normally be like up here. So I have to be both diligent and careful. Yeah, here we go. Alright, hang on, I'll wait for him. He is not going to survive that fall. Come on. Let's get out of here. The sooner we get out of here, the better. The only problem is Genevieve is going to be very annoyed with this. But no matter. We defeated the keepers, and that's all that matters. Go on, Serrano. We need to get back to your mother. Right, this should work. If everything works out the way it was planned, then she should be free now. Yep, there she is, she's free.
You managed to destroy all 3 keepers? Very impressive.
Are you able to give us the scroll now?
Yes. Please follow me. Keep watch for Durnevere. With the prison's barrier down, he's almost certain to investigate.
Indeed. Serana. Oh, there. Okay, so now we enter the boneyard of the Soulcan. And like he stated, Guinevere is gonna come investigate, so keep an eye out for a dragon in the sky.
Here's someone. It's Durnevere. He's here.
Okay, shell Dragonland.
Where'd you come from?
Come on, land. That's so weird.
Forgive my astonishment, but I never thought I'd witness the death of that dragon.
What makes you say that?
Volumes written on Durnevere allege that he can't be slain by normal means. It appears they were mistaken. Unless...
Go on.
The soul of a dragon is as resilient as its owner's scaly hide. It's possible that your killing blow has merely displaced Durnevere's physical form while he reconstitutes himself.
How long would that take?
Minutes, hours, years. I can't even begin to guess. I suggest we don't wait around to find out. Now, let's get you the Elder Scroll and you can be on your way.
Okay. So now he's running for us. Oh, here you go. Retrieve the Elder Scroll.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
I can't believe you found my mother alive.
First of all, let's take all the ingredients here. Well, I didn't need to use the alchemy lab.
I can't believe you found my mother alive. You know what I mean.
Yeah, indeed I did.
Now that you've retrieved the Elder Scroll, you should be on your way.
You're staying here?
I have no choice. As I told you before, I'm a daughter of Cold Harbor. If I return to Tamriel, that increases Harkon's likelihood of bringing the...
We'll return for you when we
I
can.
appreciate your concern for me, but Serana is all that I care about. You must keep her safe at all costs. Remember that Harkon is not to be trusted. No matter what he promises, he'll deceive you in order to get what he wants. And promise me you'll keep my daughter safe. She's the only thing of value I have left.
I will.
Let's go home. The sooner we deal with my father.
Alright, come on. We need to return to Tamriel. Whoops. Here she comes. That's all better. Uh-oh. It's Genevieve.
Stay your weapons. I would speak with you, Quinarin.
I thought you were dead.
Cursed, not dead. Doomed to exist in this form for eternity. Trapped between Laas and Enoch. Between life and death.
Why are we speaking?
I believe in civility among seasoned warriors, and I find your ear worthy of my words.
Okay.
My claws have rendered the flesh of innumerable foes, but I have never once been felled on the field of battle. I therefore honor name you Quinarin, or Vanquisher in your tongue.
I found you equally worthy.
Your words do me great honor. My desire to speak with you was born from the result of our battle, Quinarin. I merely wish to respectfully ask a favor of you.
What kind of a favor?
For countless years I've roamed the Soul Cairn in unintended service to the Ideal Master. Before this, I roamed the skies above Tamriel. I desire to return there.
What's stopping you?
I fear that my time here has taken its toll upon me. I share a bond with this dreaded place. If I ventured far from the Soul Cairn, my strength would begin to wane until I was no more.
How can I help?
I will place my name with you, and grant you the right to call my name from Tamriel. Do me this simple honor, and I will fight at your side as your Graze Mazen, your ally, and teach you my Thum.
Just call your name in Tamriel? That's it?
Trivial in your mind, perhaps. For me, it would mean a great deal. I don't require an answer, Quinarin. Simply speak my name to the heavens when you feel the time is right.
How did you end up in the Soul Cairn?
There was a time when I called Tamriel my home. But those days have long since passed. The Dova roamed the skies, vying for their small slices of territory that resulted in immense and ultimately fatal battles.
You were part of all that?
I was. But unlike some of my brethren, I sought solutions outside the norm in order to maintain my superiority.
Okay.
I began to explore what the Dova call Elok Gillan, the ancient forbidden art that you call necromancy.
So you sought the Soul Cairn for answers.
The Ideal Masters assured me that my powers would be unmatched, that I could raise legions of the undead. In return, I was to serve them as a keeper until the death of the one who calls herself Valerica.
You didn't tell you she was immortal?
I discovered too late that the Ideal Masters favor deception over honor, and had no intention of releasing me from my binding. They had control of my mind, but fortunately they couldn't possess my soul.
Is that why you're free now?
Free? No. I have been here too long, Quinarin. The Soul Cairn has become a part of what I am. I can never fully call Tamriel my home again, or I would surely perish. I only hope that you will allow me the precious moments of time there, through your call.
Okay, but why do you keep calling me Qunari?
In my language, the Quanaran is the vanquisher, the one who has bested a fellow Dova in battle.
Fellow Dova? I'm not a dragon.
Even in the Soul Cairn, the defeat of the World Eater has reached my ears, Dovahkiin. You may not be Dova, but the defeat of Alduin earns you the right of title.
I see. Okay. Then next time I'm in Tamriel, I'll call you up. Very well, very well, Genevieve. But as far as I know, I think he's only giving me like one part of it. Oh no, he's actually giving me the whole thing. Okay, that's actually interesting. So I remember ages ago, he only used to give you one part of his shout to someone else once. And then, there was a time then you had to call him like 3 times to the surface of Tamriel in order to get his full shout. So that you can summon him fully. But apparently now it seems like I've just unlocked it in full. Anyways, we need to head back to Tamriel, like, immediately. Right. Okay, so there's the portal to get us out of here. Right over there. So, at least now we'll be able to actually get out. However, while we are here, and I do have... Hang on. Where is this? Oh, maybe I don't actually have it on me. Oh well. Oh, once I have all of the major quest lines done, I'll probably come back and I'll start out most of these side quests. By the way, speaking of which, you would probably kind of guess as well that I avoided everything to do with the likes of the companions or anything like that because of the fact that, you know, you can never really finish the quest line with the companions. You just kind of get stuck in that endless loop of doing quests for them. So, most likely than not, I'm not going to take part in their quest line.
I'm glad we found the scroll, but I wish she could come with us.
So, right, what's next? So it's return the Elder Scroll to Dexian. So of course, just like, I guess for now, we just have to, you know, go by what we've, been told to do. You know, retrieve the Elder Scroll and return it back to them. But until then, I'm going to help out Serana and her mother Valerica with just little quests of theirs. So that makes it interesting to know that not even Lord Harkin knows that I'm going to overthrow him. But oh well. That's his doing, not mine. Right. Oh yeah, there's stairs here. I'm trying to figure out exactly where, I'm actually going around here. Hang on, maybe there's actually another doorway around here that I can actually get out of. You know, without having to go all the way around. So I think just for now, I think I'll just follow the path that I was going. Because at least in that way we can possibly figure out a way out of here. Oh, at least I'm back in this room again. Alright. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, wait, where's the door again? I forgot that I ended up locking it again afterwards. So that was kind of stupid of me. Ow! I forgot about the sunlight. Shoot. Well, look at this way, at least I didn't have to swim to the Undercroft. Right, so, down this way. It should be pretty easy while I'm down here now because of the fact that there shouldn't be anything down here now. After all, I killed everything. That's all that matters. Right. I just have to be careful now while I'm out and about here so that I don't encounter any dangers while I'm at it. You know, the last thing I want now is to end up having my backside handed to me because of a few foolish mistakes that I make. Because after all, I am out in sunlight, so therefore my health, my magic, and my stamina won't regenerate. You know, since I have a weakness to the sun. But, you know, I guess that's a disadvantage of being a vampire. You kind of become, well, let's just say, you become more susceptible to the sunlight. But none of the matter. I'm happy being a vampire. That's all that matters. Better than being a werewolf, that's for sure. And I also got the Elder Scroll that Harkin was looking for. So now I can have 2 of the Elder Scrolls sorted. Now I just need to get the Dragon Elder Scroll, and as far as I'm aware... Let's see. As far as I'm aware, I actually still have it. I still have the Elder Scroll of the Dragon. Which is lucky, because after I'd done all of it, I could have brought it back to the College of Winterhold, and I could have sold it on for a bit of gold for myself. While at the same time, they would have received...
Sit down and enjoy yourself.
I will in a minute, but thanks for the offer. Yo, Dexian. Oh, there you are. What?
Yes. How may I serve you, milady?
I brought you the Elder Scrolls.
I am afraid I won't be able to help you with the scrolls any longer, milady. Please do not be angry with me.
What are you talking about?
I'm afraid in my haste to read the first scroll, I neglected the time I needed to prepare. The failure is purely mine to bear. As you can see from my bandages, it's not that I am unwilling, it's that I am physically unable.
You're blind?
Oh, please, milady. Please, forgive me.
I don't suppose there's a cure.
If only such a miracle existed, I'd overcome the impossible in order to secure it, if it meant pleasing you.
Then we have no further need of you.
Although I would gladly die by your hand, perhaps I could offer an alternative way to read the scrolls.
Go on.
Oh, thank you, milady. Thank you.
Just get to it.
Scattered across Tamriel are secluded locations known only as Ancestor Glades. There's one in Skyrim in the Pine Forest. Performing the ritual of the Ancestor Moth within the glade should provide the answers you seek.
Explain this ritual.
It involves carefully removing the bark from a canticle tree, which will in turn attract ancestor moths to you. Once enough of the moths are following, they'll provide you with the second sight needed to decipher the scrolls.
Carefully gather the bark? How?
In keeping with tradition, you must use a specific tool in the Ancestor Glade, an implement known as a draw knife. Every moth priest is taught this ritual, but few ever get the chance to perform it. You should consider yourself fortunate if it works for you.
Do I need to read the scrolls in any particular order?
From what I saw in the vision, the Elder Scroll which foreshadows the defiance of the gods with the blood of mortals is the key to the prophecy.
Okay. So, what went wrong?
Deciphering one of the Elder Scrolls is nothing like reading a simple book. There is quite a bit of ritual and concentration required. It can take months or even years to complete a single scroll, and even then, months to recover.
Is it normal for moth priests to go blind?
Sadly, yes. It is the inevitable fate we agree to pursue when reading the Elder Scrolls. It generally does not occur until a moth priest is in his latter years, but in my case, I simply was not preparing myself properly.
Okay.
Fortune smile upon you, milady.
I hope we reach Ancestor Glade soon.
Well, I need to feed first, so...
Why me?
There. So now I shouldn't have any, well, okay, apart from the weakness to fire, I shouldn't have any problems. At least I don't have the weakness to sunlight now.
I'm a loyal servant of the Lord of the Castle, and nothing more.
Okay, so it probably does give me the effect now on. Yeah. So it's only when I'm inside that I don't get the effect, but the minute I step outside, then it shows I have a weakness to sunlight. So, where do I need to go? Okay, so it's down here. Okay, so because the closest place to me right now at the moment is Falkreath, so I'm going to fast travel to Falkreath and try my best to get as much of this quest line as completed as possible if I can. I'm not saying I'll be able to do it all in one go, but I'll do what I can of it. So, it's now night once again. So I have no fear of being weakness to sunlight now. Especially when it's 9 PM at night. Yeah, just make sure I have everything on me. Oh, that's... Oh,
do you need something?
Does it bother you that we're working with your father?
I figured it would be more of an issue for you.
Why would it matter more to me?
Don't tell me you're that naive. Really? Oh. Wow. Alright, well... What do you think my father's going to do once we bring the bow to him?
You'll want to use it.
Of course he will. But at that point, he'll have everything he's ever wanted. He won't need either of us anymore.
You think you'll try to kill us?
You'll have shown yourself to be strong, which means you can't be allowed to just stick around. And I'll be unnecessary once he has it.
So what do we do?
I think you know. We both know what's going to have to happen once we find the bow. Keep strong and eyes open. We're on a different... Who's there?
Okay, that's it. I was having a decent conversation with her.
Victory or Solomon's!
So, what are you saying? Oh.
Time to end this.
Where'd you...
Off goes the head. Oh, hiding behind here, yeah?
That'll teach you. Do you need something?
It's kind of a shame now that I can't continue on with that conversation that she had. Oh well. To Lunamar. Wait, hang on. Where exactly am I going? Okay, so... Uh-oh.
I knew I heard something.
I was expecting that. I knew there was a spring around here. brigand staff. I knew it was too true that that was going to happen. Okay, so that's a no-go for sure. You know what? Let's head back to the main path. Chances are I'm after taking a wrong turn when I left Falkreath. I'll wait an hour. That'll bring Serana up. There we go. Is this the way up? No, it just gets steep enough there that it stops you. Oh well. Surely there's gotta be a way up. Are those stairs? I don't know, it's just the same place where I was at. Never mind. You know, like from a certain angle, you swear they looked like stairs for a second. Oh yeah, I forgot. Serana's not really that fast. So I should kind of take it into account, you know, of being slow for her. So I think there's gotta be a way up there. I'm sure. Okay, hang on. I'm down here at pretty much at the border of Falkreath, so beyond here brings me down to Cyrodiil. So like down here is where you'd find like the Skyhaven Temple and Bruma in Cyrodiil. There's gotta be a way up there. Oh, hang on. I wonder, do I actually have to go like through that little house or something, or through that little ruin? Because some tells me I might have to go through that ruin then to get into the ancient glade. Because some tells me the ancient glade is actually kind of situated, you know.
Be better than this.
But oh well. Surely there's gotta be a way in. Because they can't just end like just there. And there's no point going up that way. Is there like an actual way up there, or do I just have to kind of guess it? Oh well. Hang on. Maybe I'll find a way up. Nope, that's a no-go. Right. Seems to me I might have to find another way around. Let's see. See, it's strange because I need to get here, but I can't seem to find a way up. Although, I think, if I can remember correctly, there is a house up there. Now, I could be wrong, I could be in the wrong location all this time. But, if things hold out for me, then I may actually be able to actually get up here. So you see, there is a waterfall there. And this looks like a worn out hill. Ah, brilliant. I found my way up. Now I just need to memorize this way up, just in case I ever have to come back up here again. Oh, there's an enemy? Oh, there are enemies nearby.
Time to end this little game. No one bats the north. Prepare to die!
Sure?
Wait, hang on.
Sure?
The first word of Solitary. Breathe the essence of your enemy's life force.
The only interesting thing about it is, look, the advantages that summoning out Dunavir does.
Can't wait to count out your coin.
By bringing out Dunavir, he can actually summon out more of the undead. Therefore, it makes it a whole lot better when it comes to fighting an army. What the? Dude, where the? That was a real, Avengers Infinity War moment there. He's just running and then suddenly he just vaporized. Maybe Thanos clicked his fingers and he disappeared. Well, the good thing about it is, whenever you summon a dragon, they always linger around. You know, just for that little moment. But, like Dunavir stated, he can't stay here as he'll perish. So, once he's done here, he must return to the Soul Cairn. But oh well. At least he helps me out in that little, you know, that little thing. Not to mention, it did state that the more times I call him, the more he'll start teaching me Soul Tear. Having the ability to tear the soul from my enemies. Which will work. I don't say either that's another dragon or that's Dunavir himself. Steal from chest novice? Oh, damn it. Hang on.
Oh, what is it?
Okay, so she's not really much of a follower for me yet. She's only kind of assisting me on this little quest. So she's not technically my follower yet, because otherwise I'd be able to, you know, tell her to do what I need to do. You know, by stating, like...
This must be the place.
You know, oh, I need,
Not very impressive, is it? If this ends up being a wasted trip, your friend Dexian and I are gonna have some words when we get back.
Well, I mean, go ahead. I have no need for him anymore. Okay, so apparently I took a wrong turn here. And a message... Wait, did I take a wrong... Yeah, I took a wrong turn. It's up this way I was supposed to take. That would explain why there's a fallen tree here. Oh, wow.
Wow. Look at this place. No one's been here in centuries. I doubt there's any other place like it in Skyrim. It's beautiful.
Oh, those must be the mocks that he was on about. But then again, it should be peaceful here, so... shouldn't be any problem. Well, there's the draw knife.
Well, we got the knife. Now all we need to do is track down one of those canticle trees.
Let's see. Canterbury. Oh. Yeah, I kinda guessed that's what it meant.
The moths like that bark as much as Dexian said they would.
Right.
Look at them. They've definitely taken a liking to you. Unless I'm seeing things, you're starting to glimmer.
What? That's interesting. Oh well. Let's go and find more of, you know. Let's find more of those butterflies, or moths, sorry. Come on. There we go. Alright, hang on, give me a second, guys. I have to sort out something. Right, there we go. Sorry, but if you want to be a troll, that's your punishment. You know, respect the rules or get the fuck out. Right. So I got 4. I got 6. Well, as Serana stated, the more I'm starting to glean.
Whoa. I think that might have been what we were waiting for. Let's head back up there and see if we can read the scrolls.
Alright. Yeah, that's good to know, dude. That's good to know that you are. Nice. Okay.
Are you okay? Almost thought I lost you there. You went as white as the snow.
Don't worry. I'm fine. But never mind that, it worked.
After everything we've been through, it'd damn well better work. What about Ariel's bow? Do you know where we can find it?
It's in a place called Darkfall Cave.
Then it's almost over. We can finally rewrite the prophecy as we see fit.
Indeed.
Where is this Darkfall Cave?
The scroll gave me its exact location.
Then let's get going. I want to get there before my father has a chance to track us down.
Got it. What do we know about Oriel's bow?
Not much. If you read any history, it shows up from time to time, but it's a hard thing to track. As far as I know, though, it's never been held by a vampire. That would be a new one.
What does it have to do with the sun?
Ariel is one of the elven gods. He's with the rest of them in Aetherius. The way I've heard it, the sun represents the connection from our world to theirs. Supposedly, the bow draws its energy from the sun itself, which is why it shows up in that prophecy.
What exactly does it do?
Once we have it, hopefully it'll be obvious.
Hang on.
Where'd you come from?
Alright, come on.
That's all you got? Get out.
Alright.
I'm not gonna die like this.
There seems to be a lot of dung guard things, yeah.
I'll see you in pieces.
That'll teach you.
Right. Well, at least I'm almost finished the stream. Let's see. Right. Let's fast travel there, shall we? Okay, so I need to go to Darkfall Cave, but I'll go to Dragon Bridge first, and once I enter the Darkfall Cave, that's probably where I'm gonna end it, because I've been streaming for almost 3 hours, if you include the first half of the stream that went down earlier. So, once I get to Darkfall Cave, I shall be finishing there. Right, so where do I need to go from here? Well, that's kind of not where I want to be going right now, so must be the other direction I need to go. Let's see. Hopefully I can get across this. You know, without getting myself killed. Okay, so... Whoa! Hello! Didn't see you there. Alright, so it must be somewhat close to the cave. Oh, lovely. I have a dragon to deal with as well. Nice. Well, at least I'm always close to my destination. Okay. place by using Dragon Rend, I can bring him down to the ground and then I can take him on Man the Beast. Oh, where are you? Oh, I gave up. Here I thought dragons were supposed to be superior. Oh well. Seems to me like they're not as superior as they say they are. Right. Oh, so I'm far from it. Okay, so... I just have to follow this path. And I should be able to get there.
Where'd you come from?
Hey, buddy. You cute little kitty cat.
Where'd you come from?
Right, so we just have to keep following this path. What the? That sounds like an ancient Nord who was doing a shout. How peculiar. Oh well.
Where'd you come from? Done and done.
Indeed so. Alright, come on. We got more exploration to do, Serana.
Who's there?
Oh, that worked. Oh, there's the footpath. I was wondering what was going on. Oh yeah, I forgot, because it's daylight, I need to, replenish my healing. You know, since being a vampire does have its effect that my stamina, my health, and my magic doesn't regenerate during the day. But that will soon change once I get Oriel's bow. Once I get Oriel's bow, then I can just start blocking out the sun whenever I need to. Oh, I found an orcish, I was gonna say an orcish tomb, but I think it's more of an orcish stronghold. Yeah, I think it's... yeah, it's up this way. Yeah, here we are. This is exactly where I need to go. But we shall save this for another time. For now, I am actually going to finish up my stream because I've already reached my 3-hour limit that I always keep to. So, before I head off, I just want to thank all those who kind of popped in and said hello, even those who were lurking. I just want to thank you all for taking your time out to enjoy watching me help these little vampires out in a little place called Tamriel. I should be back at some point tomorrow with more live streams. Don't know if I'll be continuing on with Skyrim or if I'll be trying something new. But I'll let you guys know through social media. And if you want to get in touch with me, you know where the links are. But for now, guys, my name is Immortal Rich. Ye are the Immortal Army, and you are all dismissed.